Imagine you're a Roblox game developer trying to make it big, but none of your games are taking off. Then one random day in summer, you release a game revolving around Skibidi Toilets of all things, and it makes you a millionaire. This is exactly what happened to Toilet development in the summer of 2023. The release of Toilet Tower Defense was a massive hit. There's an issue though. It's filled with controversy. From clones to copyright to YouTuber drama, this is the controversial rise of Toilet Tower Defense. It all started out innocent enough. Toilet Tower Defense was released on June 17th of 2023. It was a very basic tower defense style game where you place cameramen and speakermen to defend your base from the horde of toilets. This was no coincidence, however. Skibidi Toilet, the animated series from Boom that started in February of 2023, has garnered literal billions of views leading up to the release of Toilet Tower Defense. Combining that with the game releasing in the middle of the summer, kids being home all day, and the meme rapidly growing in popularity, one could foresee the explosion that was about to occur. At its core, Toilet Tower Defense gameplay was nothing remotely remarkable. There were plenty of other tower defense games on Roblox that were higher quality, but the analogy of it's not about what you know, it's about who you know applies heavily here, and Toilet Tower Defense knew Skibidi Toilet. The game skyrocketed in popularity, and one of the biggest things to propel it was in the YouTube community. Toilet Tower Defense became the game to post for many Pet Simulator X YouTubers, as many jumped ship from the dying pay-to-win pet sim game to start to post about Skibidi Toilets, and the views did not lie. All was smooth sailing. The game was getting consistent updates. The player base went nuclear, regularly showcasing over 100,000 concurrent players, but this is where we run into the first big issue. As you know, Boom was the original creator of Skibidi Toilet. However, Toilet Tower Defense was never partnered with the creator of the series, thus leading to a massive meltdown. On September 22nd, 2023, Toilet Tower Defense was struck down with copyright on Roblox, and the 100,000 plus players who are normally found on the game were unable to access it. Boom wanted a cut of the pot of revenue Toilet Tower Defense was making, and some may say rightfully so, as the game was generating millions of dollars off of something that was his idea creatively. Toilet Tower Defense YouTubers were in a frenzy, clickbaiting the return of Toilet Tower Defense, streaming non-stop, refreshing the TTD game page, and with no content to make on it, some started to post videos of TTD knockoffs, the main one being Bathtub Tower Defense. Even the community manager of Toilet Tower Defense, Inhi, would post a dozen videos letting the community know updates on the progress of the game returning, but even he had very little information that the fanbase wanted to hear, and all of this was just clickbait and repetitive, and no one truly knew the truth. At some points, there was even speculation that the game was not coming back. If there was not a deal struck between Telanthric and Boom, Toilet Tower Defense may cease to exist. For what felt like months and months to the game's fans, Toilet Tower Defense was finally restated, however, on October 9th, bringing the total downtime to over 2.5 weeks. Here was the change though. Boom was now taking what some estimate as between 20 to 40% of the game's total revenue. Little did Telanthric Development realize this wouldn't be the only drama that would occur. With any game in general, YouTubers posting the game can help grow and carry the popularity. Toilet Tower Defense had partners in their game, which were given to YouTubers who could sign units. Many use this ability to have signing streams where they would sign their fans units for a few hours. One of the YouTubers who exploded onto the TTD scene was BemiBlocks. Posting his first video in early September, BemiBlocks quickly amassed 100,000 subscribers just 3 months later. He was posting nothing but Toilet Tower Defense while it was up, and he was one of the game's most viewed partners. However, on December 26, 2023, BemiBlocks posted a video on the game's Skibidi Tower Defense, a game which was also licensed through Boom and now a new competitor to Toilet Tower Defense. After this video was posted, BemiBlocks was warned that he would lose partner in TTD, but he kept posting it anyways. BemiBlocks' partner was immediately taken from him, stirring a massive uprising in the community. Some fans believed Bemi should have every right to post what he wants on his channel, and others believed that as a partner, you should only be posting the game that you're partnered in. The back and forth got so wild that it caused the Toilet Tower Defense Discord general chat to be locked due to people arguing over it. The only other time it was ever locked was when the game was first struck down for copyright, so this was definitely a hot button issue. As time passed and it blew over, more and more partners started to get removed. Digito, another massive creator, had his partner taken away for posting Skibidi Tower Defense. And one of the worst cases of all happened in February of 2024. Mr. Bitcoin, a YouTuber with almost 400,000 subscribers, had his partner removed as well. However, it wasn't for posting the other game. He was simply a part of the Roblox group for Skibidi Tower Defense.
I didn't post any more videos on Skibidi Defense, but it's a really fun game, so I played it. And you get a 25% coin boost for joining their group. Obviously, I wanted more coins, so I joined their group. Without a message or anything, they removed me from the partner program, and I had no idea why.
In his video, he mentioned someone in the TTD development team found out, and because of that, his partner was stripped. Many fans believe that Atlantic Development are being cruel in removing partners as they feel the heat of a new competitor that many say is an objectively better game than Toilet Tower Defense. This has split community in general, with some never wanting to watch YouTubers who post Skibidi Tower Defense as they are staying loyal to the original Toilet Tower Defense. This is where clones come into play. Clones were never an issue for Atlantic Development because most of them were knockoffs and gave them no reason to worry, as they were just bad games in general. However, many say Skibidi Tower Defense, which is now a top 10 played game on Roblox, has far better animations, gameplay, and updates. This is the reason for the quick action taken in removing partners, as they do not want competition coming from other development teams. Some believe they are hurting their own game because of this, as fans of YouTubers disagree with the way the YouTubers have been treated. As I mentioned, the updates the game has been receiving, another huge controversy has been wondering if the game has become too pay to win, a trend that has slaughtered many popular Roblox games. Becoming pay to win can push away fans in droves due to them not being able to obtain many items without spending Robux. Recently, many are worried that this is happening within Toilet Tower Defense as well. There have been recent updates in the game where exclusive units are added for very high prices. Exclusive units are a tier in which they can be only bought in the shop, and because of that, they are very powerful. In late January, the biggest culprit of this was released, as Toilet Tower Defense released a powerful unit that you had to pay 699 Robux for. This meant that if you had 0 Robux, you had to spend $10 to get the amount of Robux needed to purchase it. Keep in mind that the game's fan base is primarily children, and many of them cannot afford this, nor have their parents allowed them to spend the money on it. Atlantic Development has justified this from the fact that you can trade other players for this item if you don't have it, but then you have to give up a ton of strong items that you already own, thus hurting the player more who can't spend money on the game. At what point does the game keep releasing expensive, overpowered items just because people will buy it? Will it be what kills the game months down the road? The majority of updates as the game was getting popular were friendly to free-to-play players, but as some developers see the dollar signs roll in, they may feel tempted to push the boundaries of how much they can charge for certain items and still get away with it. So after the game shutting down, partners being removed, and clones of the game trying to replace it, where is Toilet Tower Defense today? Well, it still is pulling in over 100,000 concurrent players at peak times daily, and although some may say the meme of Skibidi Toilet is dying, the numbers do not lie. The development team is easily raking in a couple $1,000,000 a month, and with such a large monthly income, you would think they have a large development team, but you'd be wrong. They have one main developer besides Talanthric. His name is I Am Evan. Many are confused as to why they don't hire more developers to make sure their game is updated faster, looks better, and has more features. Could this decision cause them to lose their #1 spot of the Skibidi Toilet Tower Defense genre? Will the game ever die off, such as other massively popular Roblox games have? What happens when Defuk Boom stops posting the Skibidi Toilet series? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and subscribe for more Roblox documentaries just like this one.